I'm Vaughn and welcome to Let That Sink In Quickly, a quick look at a career and professional development issue. So for the first time in a long time, I went to a party the other day, and while there, I witnessed a confrontation. We were at a club and a group of girls came in and decided to gather and congregate right by the entrance to the club's alcohol cabinet. While they were there, one of the club's waitresses came out from behind the alcohol cabinet with one of those expensive bottles of liquor, with the sparklers and all those usual fandangles. She came out going like 100 miles an hour and just pushed her way through the group of girls with the sparklers coming real close to their faces and to their hair, which I'm presuming has a whole heap of chemicals and other stuff that they would have put in as they were going full dolly before coming out that evening. When the waitress comes back to the alcohol cabinet, a few of the girls start going at her, saying she shouldn't pass so close to them with the sparklers and all of that kind of stuff. And definitely after reciting the lyrics to Shensea's Shen Yang anthem in her head, the waitress decides to go right back at the girls, telling them that they chose to stand up where she has to work, and she's not going to let them prevent her from doing her work. And what followed was a 5 to 10 minute standoff between both sides, with each one daring the next one to make a move so they could start a physical altercation. Eventually it peters out and the group of girls leave because clearly their night has been ruined. The waitress continues working, but for the whole night she has to be watching her back because the group of girls did promise to gang her and beat her. The whole time I'm there witnessing all of this, I'm just saying to myself, look how this waitress is wasting a golden opportunity to create allies and, more importantly, repeat customers. But because she hasn't acquired the skill of de-escalating conflict, she's going to miss out on all of that. Ah boy. So what am I talking about when I say de-escalation? It's not just about avoiding conflict, but the art of using persuasion to steer a conflict away from aggression into more friendly territory so you can achieve a more desirable outcome. It's negotiation at the most basic level. So what does de-escalation involve? Step 1, don't match energies. When someone comes at you with an aggressive act or statement, your first recourse should be to not match the energy the person is bringing to you. Like the tango, it takes two to argue. And if you choose not to be an argument partner, then no argument can take place. Second, be engaging and not dismissive. If you've been in a relationship for any reasonable length of time, then you should know that one thing that is guaranteed to piss off your partner is to completely ignore that person's side of the argument or pretend like it doesn't matter. If the person feels like you are deliberately ignoring their concern, then you're giving them something new to argue about. So listen and respond accordingly, and whatever you do, do not tell the person to calm down or relax. That's patronizing. Step number 3, offer a strategic apology. In a calm tone of voice, acknowledge their feelings and perspective. And if you are at fault for something, then apologize. Step 4, switch tack. This is when you start to divert the conversation towards a more amicable outcome. Dig as deep into your mind as you need to and find that trained call center worker attitude and try to be as persuasive and personable as possible. In the case of the bartender, an ideal outcome would have been, sorry about that ladies, but you know it going here for work and take care of the customers and so on. But tell me something, anybody take on your orders yet? When I get through? Better yet, when you know the specials for the night? As soon as you're ready, let me know, and me I take care of you for the night. And from then on, every time she would have to pass the group of girls, she would just toss them a, hey, alright, everything good? And believe me, she would have won allies from that group of girls. In the world of work, just as in life, conflict is inevitable. But knowing how to steer a potential argument away from choppy waters and into more peaceful climate is the first step in achieving an outcome that can be beneficial to you. Once again, I can already hear the keyboards being pounded in annoyance saying how I'm advocating that people be fake and kiss up to others for business. My answer to that is a statement that I consider one of my life rules. In life, you don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate for. And knowing how to negotiate successfully means knowing how to manage your reactions in given situations. Oftentimes, simply reacting off the cuff leads to poor decisions. Just ask Will Smith. while moving based on strategy is more likely to give you a positive outcome. Just think about it. In the case of our waitress, she wanted to be seen as a bad bitch. And she did. But what did she win? Bragging rights, and then spending the rest of her evening looking over her shoulder for a potential attack. Had she de-escalated the situation, she could have avoided that and maybe even made some extra cash. So you tell me, which one was the better outcome?
Let that sink in.
And that's where we're going to stop today. As usual, thank you so much for staying tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more career development and professional growth videos. And click the notification bell to see when new videos drop. I am Vaughn and this was Let That Sink In Quickly. See you next time.